washable.
If everybody's ready, I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Ask everybody to please stand, join in the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. If you would, please remain standing. We'll have a moment of silence for those serving overseas for our country and serving here at home. Our residents here in the city of Hazelwood and our city staff and employees here at City Hall, and most importantly, any of us that lost a loved one here recently, let's please remember them. Thank you. You may be seated. This time we have roll call.
Ms. Wadlow? Mayor Robinson?
Here.
Ms. Matlock?
Here.
Mr. Taylor?
Here.
Mr. Smith?
Yes, here.
Ms. Hatton?
Here.
Mr. Hoops?
Here.
Mr. Abishan?
Here.
Mrs. Henderson?
Here.
A quorum is present.
Thank you. Next, we have amendment or adoption of the agenda as printed. Is there any discussion?
Move to adopt, Taylor.
A motion? And a second to adopt the agenda as printed. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Next, we have the adoption of the consent agenda. I'd like to go ahead and ask that we have a consultation with attorney be added to the consent agenda. If there would be a motion in a second.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second for under executive session for consultation with attorney. This is an amendment to the consent agenda. There's been a motion, a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Next, we would need a motion to adopt the consent agenda as amended.
Adopt as amended.
Second.
Got a motion to adopt the consent agenda as amended. Any further discussion? Hearing none, this is a roll call vote.
Ms. Wadlow? Yes. Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlock?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Hatton?
Yes.
Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Mr. Abishan?
Yes.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Next, under 5A, we've got a presentation from Missouri Department of Transportation. Corridor upgrades, Ms. Tabitha Locke. Evening.
I don't think it's on. Hang on.
Thank you. All right. So, good evening. Now that we have the mic working, I wanted to say thank you for letting me have a few minutes of your time today. I'm really here to talk about mostly one of the active construction projects that's going to impact Hazelwood. We have several projects along 67 that are either actively in construction or will be soon. One that was just awarded to a contractor here recently is actually from 270 up to Patterson Road. So that project is about $5 million, and the city will actually be seeing, I believe, next month, a agreement in order to keep the enhanced signals as far as the green powder coating that you currently have as part of that project, and some of them that we're replacing. We're doing pedestrian upgrades, replacing a couple signals, and really the pavement is a huge piece of that project. But one of the things I really wanted the city to be aware of is at Taylor Lynnhaven, we will actually be adding what we kind of an ox lane between the Taylor Lynnhaven ramp that comes onto 67 and the QT, or sorry, is it QT right there?
McDonald's, QT.
Yeah.
Heading in that direction north.
Yes. So we will be adding, we will be adding an auxiliary lane, which will kind of return that ramp to being able to be a continuous flow instead of having to be a yield condition.
So going north, you got 3 lanes going north coming over the bridge, and you've got that immediate turn lane. You're saying
Right.
you want to extend that, so you've got a 4th lane of merger?
Up
over
to the
there?
signal, yes.
Great, great.
So-
That's exactly
Back to
what
the
I
way it
talking
was.
about. That's
Yes,
exactly
or
the complaint.
it'll
I had.
function the way it did previously
Okay.
again.
Great.
So as part of that improvement, though, there will be a little bit of growing pains. There is actually two gas lines that have to be moved in order for us to do that widening. So that ramp will be closed for about 2 months in about a year. So this is upcoming. There will be a lot more communication before it happens, but it is a fairly large impact to a lot of your citizens. So I wanted to make sure you were aware. The detour will be very similar to what we had in place during the bridge reconstruction here, similar kind of movements where you can't make that turn to come to North Lindbergh, so you have to go around and use Old Dunn Road and various ways in order to access. That is probably the biggest impact to the city. As I stated, the contract has been awarded. They plan to start here in a few weeks, and I don't have exactly where they'll start construction yet, but I do expect it'll be a little further north than that because of that gas line movement that still has to take place before they can really start construction on the southern end. One of the other big things is the pavement that will be really next summer as well, after sidewalks and signals and all of that have been brought up to current standards. Any questions?
Any questions?
So you're going to do the sidewalks first? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, a lot of the sidewalk actually along 67 in this area does meet ADA standards, but there's, broken pieces of sidewalk as well as curb ramps and stuff that need to be updated, and then updates at the signals themselves that will be the main piece of that.
Under the overpass be inaccessible again, like it was this past last year?
Not under the overpass, it'll just be where the ramp actually comes onto northbound 67.
People have just finally figured out how to use it.
Well, there was
I'm
a
just being real.
lot of high school students that use the driver's testing center, and they had to figure out where the test route was when the
Okay, I can work with David and make sure I have the correct contact so that we can let them know ahead of time, that I for sure have them on the list of how that detour is in place so they have time to do that. Thank you.
Tabitha and her team have been really, really cooperative and been great. She's been a terrific partner, and we'll continue Susan to communicate everything that's going on.
Can I bring something up to you since you're redoing the sidewalks?
Yeah.
There's an area that's right here. Have you heard about that?
Yes.
Okay.
We will be fixing some of the drainage in that area as well as the sidewalk. It does kind of on what MoDOT's right of way is. So there is, I don't know if we'll catch everything because some of it is off of our right of way and gets into a city and county area, I believe.
I was stopped there the other day, and a gentleman with a wheelchair had to turn around and go back and then come through the parking lot to go through, and that gets flooded a lot, so.
So the drainage issue will be, and we're fixing, like I said, sidewalk on our right of way, but at least it allows for us to be in a better spot. Okay.
about the opportunity to address maybe some ongoing concerns from our constituents that maybe you could take back.
As far as just questions or
Yeah.
concerns, yeah, of course.
Grass cutting, it's kind of hard to to tell people to cut their grass when MoDOT doesn't cut theirs.
So that is something that really every city does deal with. The grass cutting we do between 4 and 6 times a year. And if there are particular areas that become, whether it's visible issues as far as being able to see when you're making a turn, or, you know, something larger, please
As
reach
you-
out.
As you exit City Hall, as you're going down Lindbergh, and as you go down the off-ramp to where, well, it's kind of hard to describe because Blockbuster isn't there anymore. The storm drain that has the tree growing out of it,
Okay.
maybe you can have your grounds crews maybe be more proactive to address those issues.
Yes, for sure.
All right, thank you.
Anybody else have any questions?
Tabitha, real quick, you're going to do another project, South Lindbergh, on where it's a train overpass, right? Is that what?
Yes, so I did include, and put one up, but really I have a couple different copies if you want me to kind of put them somewhere so that people can see them. This has the projects for the next 2 years on it in North area, so north of Page and North. It really does incorporate all of 67, between 367 and all the way down to Page is in construction throughout the next couple years. The one that David was talking about is we're going to do, again, repaving, hitting some of the ADA stuff that needs to be done, signals, and then also working on the drains that are under the railroad bridge with some pavement replacement right there. I'm sure if any of you drive that, the pavement there definitely is in need of it. So that will be, again, starting later this year, like in the fall, and we'll go through probably the end of 27 as well with all of the other Lindbergh projects that we have going on. So I can pass these around as I walk back, and if there are any questions, you're always more than welcome to reach out to myself, or the MoDOT hotline does have 24/7 somebody answering the phone either in Kansas City or St. Louis for any issues that you might see and that need to be reported. So thank you again for your time.
Is there actually a presentation with the resolution? Am I getting up and going?
The resolution, it's not a proclamation.
Sorry about that. Next, we have a resolution supporting the Hazelwood Police Department commitment to public safety and reducing violent crime.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Council. The Hazelwood Police Department intends to apply for funding through the Missouri Blue Shield Program, a state initiative designed to support law enforcement agencies in their efforts to combat violent crime and enhance public safety. The department is seeking a $50,000 in-grant funding through this program. The Missouri Blue Shield Program provides financial assistance to law enforcement agencies to assist in furthering its mission to protect the community and enhance public safety. As part of the grant application, the Missouri Department of Public Safety requires a resolution from the governing body demonstrating support for the department's participation in the program. Accordingly, the Hazelwood Police Department respectfully requests that the City Council approve a resolution supporting the department in its ongoing efforts to deter, investigate, and reduce violent crime while maintaining the highest standards of professionalism, accountability, and service to the community. Approval of this resolution will allow the department to proceed with the grant application, which opens in July of 2026, and pursue funding that will directly benefit public safety initiatives within the city of Hazelwood. And I think in your packet, Some of the funding there's $10 million statewide for the grant program. Can be used for body cameras and MDT laptops and LPRs and other training and technological upgrades that will assist us in catching bad people. If anybody has any questions. We're not an assured thing, this just gets us in the conversation.
Further questions? This is a resolution.
Resolution 2603, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Hazelwood, Missouri, affirming the city's commitment to public safety and supporting the Hazelwood Police Department in its efforts to reduce violent crime within the city. Motion to adopt would be in order.
Make a motion to adopt.
Second?
There's been a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, this will be a roll call vote, please.
Ms. Wadlow?
Yes.
Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlock?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Hatton? Yes. Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Mr. Abishan?
Yes.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Resolution 2603 is unanimously adopted.
Thank you. Item 7A, we've got citizens' comments and discussion, which will be heard at this time and subject to established rules of the decorum and shall be limited to a total of 15 minutes, with each speaker limited to a total of 3 minutes, which may be increased by discretion of the chair or by a motion approved by a majority of the council members present at the meeting. Is there anybody from the audience that would like to come up and speak at this time under citizens' comments?
So, my name is Sharon Dash, live at 6 Meditation Way Court, Florence, Missouri, 63031. I'm here this evening because online last council meeting, I heard that there was going to be a discussion about the appointment of the judge. I asked that emails be sent to you guys. And my concern is, in my hand, I have the court records of one of our residents in my subdivision, who has been in the city court since January of 20. He's had several instances, nuisance, citations, and he has never, ever appeared before the court. You guys have never seen him. The court has never seen him. Yet, everything is either another hearing, there's no warrant, there's no anything, and this has been going on even currently through 26. Mayor Robinson, in the meeting you said you hadn't heard of any concerns. I want to say to you, in all respect, that several months ago, I was here, and you made the comment that you're selective in reading your emails. Every single one of us in here that's a resident of the city of Hazelwood wants to feel like we can email you. But when you make a statement that you're selective as to whose emails you read, sometimes it leaves a resident to think that they can't. I'm just saying what was done and what I heard. I know that you love the city. I believe you love the city. And I know that you're a busy person. But I think every resident that emails you has the right and the courtesy. We voted for you, of you reading emails. This has been going on for 6 years with this resident. You guys have the documentation. Nothing has been done. He was due in court last week. He didn't show. The court system has never seen this resident in 6 years. My question is, please have a policy or some system where you evaluate the job that's being done, that you can review some cases. I know you can't review all the cases, but there has to be a guideline for why and how we appoint. It doesn't, I don't understand how 6 years can go by and no consequence, nothing done, except hearings after hearings after hearings, canceled trials, canceled hearings. How does that happen? And that's something that we look at. And so I'm asking you to please come up with some kind of procedure where you review these kind of positions so that when you make the determination to appoint, they're substantiated by real things, by real cases, by real incidents. Because we, their neighbors, have to live with this, your decisions and the court's decisions. Thanks.
Thank you.
Anybody else under citizens' comments? Anybody else under citizens' comments? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna have something every time. And I really appreciate the stuff he was saying about MoDOT, because that's one of the things I do want to mention is there is a lot of trash.
I'm
And
sorry, can you please state your name for the record? and
Quentin
sign in?
Spurlock, 7049 Lawful Lane. I don't think there's a pen here. Yeah. So I did want to mention that there is a lot of trash, and with the police force that we talking about, I did look at the budget, and I mean, I'll save a lot of the budget stuff for another day, but it's like, I believe it's almost $14 million we spending on police, and it's like, if we can't get some littering tickets out, littering is a $200-300 fine. Like, we don't got to get the seatbelt tickets and stuff like that. Let's get some littering tickets. Let's make people do community service and pick that trash up. Let's have a solution for some of this trash that we got, because that's, if we gonna get on MoDOT, we gotta get on ourselves too. But I am glad he said something to MoDOT, because it be looking bad out here. When you go to St. Charles, like, that's really the difference between the neighborhoods. Like, when you talk about crime, crime is based off of the conditions that we living in. If we got trash everywhere, then people ain't taking care of what they do. Like, I always encourage people not to litter. If I see something, I pick it up. We got people in my neighborhood that actually do that. The other thing I want to say too is I've been looking at the budget, and I've been going back, and it's like, I've also lived in Hazelwood for a while, so this is just facts. Like, I don't know what we got going on with the Civic Center, but it's like, I look at other, town civic centers, and Shrewsbury is not that big. I know Shrewsbury got what they got going on, but our civic centers, the one east, whatever it is, that ain't been redone in I don't know how long. Like, the basketball court been the same, everything's been the same. The last time I seen White Birch redone, I was in high school. That was almost 15 years ago when they added the skate park. That was cool. That was the coolest stuff. Like, we enjoyed that. That's when stuff was different. But east, it's a whole, and since Metro redoing the sewer system, I'm hoping, like, there's a whole big field back there behind there. Like, it's all land right there. Like, we can do something with that. That's right off the highway. Like, that shouldn't be an eyesore to people coming to Hazelwood. That should be something that, and not to, harp on anything, but it's like during COVID, we used it to make money. We was renting out those rooms, and those rooms consistently rent out. Like, why are the carpets and stuff haven't been redone? I paid to rent those rooms multiple times, me and my family, and it's like $400, you know what I'm saying? It's $100 an hour. Like, if we're renting it for $100 an hour, I know we can redo the carpet in there, have some lighting in there, do something a little bit better with what we got going on, because during COVID, we only manned one person in there, didn't pay them more than $15 an hour to do it, just to check us in, and we were still paying a premium, you know what I'm saying? So even though the gym wasn't open, that still made us revenue here, and that goes to show. So I did just want to mention the trash. I do want to have a plan for the Civic Center. We always $50,000 grant for the police. Like, I'm happy for that, but let's get a grant to redo our Civic Center and bring kids out so we can start having athletes here and start having the kids have something to do besides be in trouble. Like, Hazelwood not that bad. Like, as much as we spend on police, we can get the Civic Center together. Like, I would appreciate that. Like, that's my main thing, so I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Anybody else under citizens' comments? Hearing none, I'll go ahead and move on the agenda. There's nothing been removed under communications, I don't think. No. Unfinished business, anything under unfinished business? Mayor and council reports. I'd like to start off, the St. Patrick's Day Parade was Sunday in Florissant. I was unable to attend. I had flag football with my nephews that were going to be in the parade with me, but it went into a little bit of overtime. So I missed it, but it was enjoyable seeing you guys from behind, way up the street. And it was a great parade, and I'd really like to thank the employees that came out and also worked to put the float together. So Parks and Recreation has always done a wonderful job for us. 11A, we've got budget work session date.
Staff recommended scheduling the mayor and council budget work session on April 22nd. It's a Wednesday. By that time, finance will have completed its internal budget review meetings and compiled departmental requests in accordance with the budget schedule. This will allow staff to present the proposed budget and walk through the key items with the mayor and the council. Please let us know if you have any concerns with that date.
Got time?
We usually meet at 6.
Hey, no further discussion. We've got 11B, discussion of appointment of municipal judge. I believe we have a letter, email received today, and it discussed that the judge would like to meet with us a couple days next week, or whatever the council's availability is. So that's all I have.
That being said, can we table the discussion until we meet with the judge and some of us have a chance to review the information that was sent out today? Would that be okay?
That would be fine. We can just move it to the next agenda and possibly be able to act on that time. So there's been a motion to table item 11B. Is there a second?
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Next, we have 11C, discussion on council mail delivery.
Mayor and council, I was in receipt of a request to consider eliminating the delivery of council mail to members' homes and instead use individual mailboxes here at City Hall. There is available space in a cabinet in my outer office that can be unlocked. Any confidential items would be placed in envelopes anyway, sealed. So that is out there to offer, should you guys choose to do that.
And just, if I may, I'm the one who brought this up. I think that it would just be, for me, I feel like it's just an added burden that we're putting on the police department when all of us are able to come up here at least once a week to get our mail. If there was anything that we needed urgently, I'm sure arrangements could be made. But I just think it's one extra thing that we can take off the plate of our staff.
Yeah,
Delivered digitally.
This isn't the first time that we've talked about this. We actually reduced over the years the mail delivery, the amount of stuff that was delivered in there. I think some council members got caught off guard when they just had subscriptions of a magazine in there and it was delivered. Those have been cut back. I think the latest has been, and Julie kind of addressed it with me the other day, was her urgency of the council minutes. Well, that doesn't have to happen exactly the way that it's been in the past. So that can change too, is my understanding. But we've always, in the past, we said, let's limit our deliveries. So I'd like to make sure that the staff has the option to, at budget time, at whatever they feel they need to get something out, that they can get those items out, especially when we're having a meeting on Friday and everybody wants hard copies or something in hand, especially with the budget or something like that. I understand we can all come down, and I come down all the time when Julie tells me I have to sign stuff. I come down and sign stuff in her office, so that's an option too. I'm just saying, when there's an overall, staff should have the option to get it to us as they feel needed, you know, whether it be urgent or pick it up yourself. Other than that, I don't have anything more. Does anybody want to add to that?
It'd be possible to send out like a text letting us know when there's something in there, so we're not just
Yes,
like
ma'am.
annoying Julie.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Does that mean we need to make an appointment with Julie?
To get your mail?
That's one of the things that we were told we need to make appointments. Out to let us know then.
Thank you. Was there anything else? Anything else under mayor and council reports? Hearing none, we will move on to city manager's report.
First report would be from Jason.
Good evening, Mayor, council members. My name is Jason Crothers. I'm the interim Public Works Director for the City of Hazelwood. I'm putting before you a consideration for an agreement for mowing and landscaping services for a period of 2 years. Those areas would include Lynn Haven and North Lindbergh Islands, Fifi Road Islands, Redbud Park, Friendship, Rock Point, and Wildflower, Aviator Drive and North Lindbergh Islands, 270 and James S. McDonald quadrants, which consists of roughly 40 acres. We received 5 bids, and the lowest bidder was MACC Contracting. Year 1 was $105,000. Year 2 was $110,000, with a total of $215,000. MACC Contracting provides similar services for several nearby municipalities, and MoDOT, as the lowest responsible bidder, staff recommends award of the bid to MACC Contracting. Any questions?
Yeah, is this sort of a renewal of what we already do?
Currently, we have one in, we have a contract going on currently, yes. So it would be, in my eyes, a renewal.
And this budget, this comes out of your budget? And what is it today?
The current expenditure on it would, currently, right now, we're at $52,021.
So it's doubling.
Yes. I don't really have an answer for that right now. I can definitely get it for you.
I feel like this, that's a lot to double. And how long is the contract that we've had?
It's been in effect since October of '25.
So it was a 1 year?
Correct.
A lot to mow, and
That still leaves the city with putting the 40 acres aside, that leaves the city with 200 acres that we still have to maintain of
Right,
city
so
property and right away.
I guess then my other question is, if you got 200 acres, what's 40 more?
Staffing,
So, wait a minute, so you said this one's from October to now? The one that we have now? It started in October
the one that is currently
till now? Or is
in
this
effect.
one, when does this one start?
This one would start in April.
So this
April-
one's only
April
for
6th.
6 months, so that makes sense that it's half,
Yeah.
right?
So, yes.
Correct?
Correct,
Because if
yeah.
it's 6 months, this one's a whole year.
Mhm.
So that's why it's double, because it's only half. That makes sense.
This one would start April 6th and run through December 4th.
and correct me if I'm wrong, we're trying to get more contracted mowing so our streets guys can do other things other than mowing.
I understand, I'm just saying, but that makes more sense if it was just because from October to now, there's not as much mowing to do, because grass doesn't grow in December. typically anyway.
Correct.
At least mine doesn't.
And there's not, I guess I should address this to you, there's not, like, we can't just absorb those 40 acres?
Well, again, it's trying to get our time allotment to other things with the street crews that we do in terms of the street repairs, the sidewalk repairs, things such as that. We're trying to be putting that as a priority as opposed
Okay.
to mowing.
Okay, so they haven't done it. We have this contractor, and the people that are doing the mowing now aren't, it's not like this is new. It's not like the people that are doing the mowing now are gonna just all of a sudden have something extra to do. Like, I'm not understanding why we can't just absorb the 40 acres and not pay 100 and something thousand for
Because if
2
we,
years.
again, if we have them mowing, then that means they're not doing street work, or they're not doing their sidewalk work, and things like
Are
that.
they really doing that now?
Yeah. Yes.
I guess what you're trying to, I'm trying to clarify, or maybe I'm,
I don't need you to clarify.
no, I'm
I'm
trying to
just-
clarify in my head what you're trying to, what you're saying is maybe if we absorb that, would it be cheaper to hire a couple more people for us to absorb it or pay this amount? Like, I
Right.
think that's in my mind, I'm trying to make sense of what you're saying. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? So would it be better for us to absorb it and us pay our people than dish out this money to someone else?
Right.
Right, yeah, we're trying to prioritize our other work.
Yeah. I wasn't.
Thank you, Jason.
Anybody else?
Is there anything else? All we need to do is concur with staff and put this on for first reading. Is there a motion?
Make a motion, put on for first reading.
Second it.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Is there anything else in our city manager's?
Two other things, like I said, as you can see, we've made some changes in terms of Public Works. Jason has agreed to serve as the interim Public Works Director. We're really, really pleased. I do want to, a moment of sad note for everybody, because as you know, Battalion Chief Gerard Hagedorn passed away this past Sunday, so thoughts and prayers for he and his family. Hazelwood City Police are once again holding their DEA National Prescription Drug Take Back Day on Saturday, April 25th, from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. This event is organized by the DEA and provides a safe, anonymous way to propose of unneeded or expired medications. We cannot accept needles, sharp objects, liquids, or inhalers according to the federal regulations. And during that time, there is a box available at the police department here in City Hall if they want to do that. To find out more, they can go to www.deatakeback.com. I want to inform the public that effective January 1st of 2027, the City of Hazelwood will designate all properties as a smoke-free campus. This is a policy that has been a long time coming, and the designation applies to all city buildings and lots, which includes parking spaces along with all of our parks. The decision not only applies to cigarettes, cigars, and pipes, but also chewing tobacco and vaping. The Hazelwood Parks and Recreation Department will be hosting their annual Easter egg hunt on Saturday, March 28th at 10 a.m. The hunt is for children ranging from ages 0 to 10 and will take place at White Birch Park. There will be an opportunity for attendees to meet the Easter Bunny and have a picture taken with him. The event is free to the public. And one of the things I will continue to repeat for everybody is that the limb collection for the City of Hazelwood begins the week of April 13th, so everybody should be getting ready for that. To find out when your collection will take place, go to the Hazelwood City website under Services, and you can find the schedule under that. That is my report, Mr. Mayor, unless there are questions or concerns from the council.
Hearing none, we'll move on. City Attorney's report,
No report, sir.
City Clerk's report.
No report.
New business, is there anything under new business? Introduction and first reading of bills.
Bill number 5215, first reading, an ordinance authorizing an agreement with MACC Contracting Incorporated for mowing and landscaping services for a 2-year term with a 1-year renewal option at a cost not to exceed $215,000. That concludes first reading of bills, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Next, we have second reading of bills, and we have number 18A, bill number 5212.
Bill number 5212, second reading and consideration for adoption. An ordinance authorizing and granting a permanent special land use permit to My Life in a Bag Foundation for a social assistance establishment at 320 Brooks Drive, Suite 105, and providing the conditions of such usage.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Been a motion and a second to adopt. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Ms. Wadlow?
Yes.
Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlack?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Hatton?
Yes.
Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Mr. Abishan?
Yes.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Bill number 5212 is unanimously adopted as ordinance number 5094-26.
Thank you. Next, we have 18B, bill number 5213.
Bill number 5213, second reading and consideration for adoption. An ordinance authorizing a contract with St. Louis County for the housing of municipal inmates at the Buzz Westfall Justice Center.
To adopt.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, this will be a roll call vote, please.
Ms. Wadlow?
Yes.
Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlack?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Hatton?
Yes.
Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Mr. Abishan?
Yes.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Bill number 5213 is unanimously adopted as ordinance number 5095-26.
Next, we have 18C. We have bill number 5214.
Bill number 5214, second reading and consideration for adoption. An ordinance approving an amendment to the development agreement between the City of Hazelwood, Missouri and Aviator Business Park Redevelopment Corporation.
Adopt.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Ms. Wadlow?
Yes.
Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlack?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Smith? Ms. Hatton?
Yes.
Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Mr. Abishan?
Yes.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Bill number 5214 is unanimously adopted as ordinance number 5096-26.
Thank you. We have miscellaneous business and announcements. We have a regular city council meeting on April 1st at 6:30 PM. March 28th, we also have our Easter egg hunt, please remember, and we just scheduled a meeting on April 22nd at 6 PM for our work session, our financial budget time work meeting. Is there any further, if there's no further business, is there a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Second.